Welcome to Wine Road, the wine, when, and where of Northern Sonoma County. I'm your host, Marcy Gordon, with Beth Costa, Executive Director of the Wine Road.
Thanks to Ron Rubin, we're able to keep our podcast rolling along. The financial support of River Road Family Vineyards and Winery allows us to keep recording, keep sipping wine, and keep sharing stories with our listeners. Check out their website at riverroadvineyards.com and explore their Chardonnay, as well as a finely crafted Pinot Noir from the Russian River Valley. That's riverroadvineyards.com. And hey, thanks, Ron, for allowing us to make this show happen.
Welcome to episode 242.
We should just save that. We should keep all this in. This is a good start to our show.
We're having a little Christmas cheer a little early today because it's our Celebrate Christmas episode. It's December 18th, and we're coming at you live, probably more live than usual. And we're nipping in the nog, and we're feeling the feels for this Christmas season, and I'm feeling it very festive. How about you, Beth? I'm usually introducing a guest, so I had a little pause there.
Yeah, that was good.
A Santa pause.
That was yes. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a long day.
But the eggnog I'm living it and loving it.
I'm super excited for this holiday show. I'm super excited just for the holidays in general because I actually have my daughter and son-in-law are coming out to spend Christmas with us, which is a first. I have 2 little grandkids. It'll be in Cloverdale, so I'm super excited.
That's what family's all about. I mean, Christmas is all about. Holidays.
That's what it's all about.
The season.
Yeah, so that's kind of all that's on my mind in December.
So you're going to be playing a lot of Nutcracker at your house this
Oh my
year.
gosh, I have that little book you gave me years ago, a little kid's book.
Does it still work?
Yes, it's called I Love the Nutcracker because I do love the Nutcracker, and I always say that, and everybody thinks I'm crazy, but my grandson loves that book. Every page is a different song, and it plays it so well. It's amazing.
I can't believe it still works after all these years.
Either, but neither can anyone in my family who can't stand it.
Actually, the sound quality on that, as I recall, is pretty darn good.
It sounds, I really love it. It
so
sounds
all
great.
Year long you're playing it.
I just love it. It sounds so good. So as far as work goes, which is I think what we're supposed to be talking about, all that I'm really working on is Winter Wineland.
Yeah.
So that is coming up January 17th and 18th. Ticket sales end January 12th. So, once the thrill and the excitement of the holidays are behind you and you're looking for something to do that is just for you to enjoy and maybe get together with some friends.
Kind of keep that spirit going.
Yeah, Winter Wineland is a great place. And so
Winter Wineland's a great event.
It really is.
Beautiful out, and it's like chill and fun and just relaxed. I love it.
It's really nice. And we have about 60 wineries this year, so that's a lot
Holy
of
moly.
participants.
That's great.
It is a 3-day weekend. It's the birthday of Martin Luther King Jr. birthday weekend. So a lot of wineries offer or extend whatever offer they were doing for the event on Siren Sunday to Monday. So if you had your wristband on still, you could still check that out.
Never take it off.
Never take it off.
It's plastic, so you can shower with
just
it.
Keep it
just
on
keep
forever.
That wristband on.
And then I also want to mention that we still have our auction going for the Wine Road. And we're doing this auction just to raise extra funds to keep it going for the year. I'm excited to say that 2026, right around the corner, is actually the 50th anniversary of the Wine Road. So the Wine Road started before there were any AVAs. We were really the original, winery association talking about getting people here and reaching out to, wine lovers to come to Sonoma County to taste wine. So as much as people do that now, 50 years ago,
50 years.
Nobody did that. That was
golden
like unheard
anniversary.
I know. It's exciting.
Wild. What do we have planned for that?
So we're going to really wrap it up with Wine and Food Affair next year in November. So next year, the Wine and Food Affair is the 7th and 8th, I believe. Yeah, the 7th and 8th of November. And on Friday night, the 6th, we're going to be doing a grand tasting at Fopiano Vineyards. So we'll really showcase the founding members. I think there were 6 founding winery members. But the tasting is going to be set up by sort of member wineries, how long they've been a member.
Oh,
so
I love that.
So the 50-year members,
Yes.
40-year members,
How
30-year
cool.
members.
So chronological.
Yeah. That's the word.
Chronologic.
So that'll be set up. There'll be some live music and some little, appetizers. So it'll be a really fun night. We'll have some videos going with interviews from some of the longtime winery members. So we're planning a big night on
That's wonderful.
November.
I remember the 40th celebration.
I know. We made a
That
movie.
seemed like last week.
We did a documentary.
Yeah.
So I actually have that on our website right now on the video that's showing it's like a flashback to, our 40th anniversary. We did do a documentary film with John Beck, and it's about 30 minutes,
Yeah,
I think, the film.
just about.
So
Great
yeah, you
film.
can check that out
Gotta
online.
rewatch that.
So that's kind of it. Other than that,
And what's the date again for the 50th? December?
It's November 6th.
I'm sorry,
It's
November
a Friday
6th,
night.
not
Yeah.
December 6th.
Yeah, so it's part of Wine and Food Affair weekend. So when in the tickets
And that's
and
next
things,
year.
yeah, don't come on sale until next September.
Something to
So
get
people could
excited
buy the
for.
weekend ticket, or they could buy the weekend plus the grand tasting, or just the grand tasting. So that's it. And, other than that, for December, it's kind of a mellow time for us at the Wineland. We had our holiday wine trail and market a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
And so we're kind of just keeping an eye on this auction, wrapping that up in a couple of weeks, and then gearing up for Winter Wineland. And then it will be barrel tasting in March. And other than that, I'm just decorating my house and getting
Yeah, I was
ready to
gonna
bake
ask,
cookies
so
with the
do you-
grandkids.
What are some of your holiday traditions? Do you put your tree up before
Mine
or
is
when?
up I put it up the
Thanksgiving?
It's Thanksgiving weekend. Usually
Uh-huh.
that's Sunday or Monday. I put it up because I do a lot. I do a lot of lights outside, and also it's like I want them up to enjoy it. But then usually by New Year's Day, I'm taking it all down.
Well, yeah,
yeah. By
because you've
then
had it up a
I've
long
had it
time.
up, and by then Greg's
And
watching
you have a
football
real,
all day, and I can just
real
go.
tree.
I have a real tree
set,
that's
yeah.
usually really crispy by
Crispy
January,
and crunchy.
July. Yeah. So.
And do you do any special holiday baking, or what is some of your traditions?
Well, I do lots of cookies, but this year,
Oh, but
my
your daughter's
daughter's
gonna
going to
be
be here, and
here.
she's an actually legitimate pastry
So
chef.
you can just sit back and drink rum and let her do
Yes.
the baking.
I'll just, I like to supervise. So, yeah, I'm really excited for that, and I'm excited to have little kids at the house. It'll be fun. And, Cloverdale has a couple neighborhoods with lots of lights, so we usually make a night out of doing that. Other than that, that's kind of it. I keep it kind of mellow.
Well, we have in Sebastopol, there's started a couple of years ago during COVID where they do a lighted car parade. This was just someone started, and it's become a really big deal. So
Right.
we always run down and watch that.
Right.
And if we get a tree, we kind of do a tree every other year. I don't do it every year because it's like a big production, and I have a lot of ornaments from from before I was born. All my mother's
right,
ornaments,
right.
some really precious things. So I like to see them every couple of years. And so we usually get a tree, right about now.
Yeah.
And then we decorate, and my family's Italian, so we really kind of lean into all the Italian specialties of Christmas and the different Christmas desserts, like the panettone and
I love panettone.
yeah, and so just some few things. Do have few traditions, and always meatballs. They always make spaghetti and meatballs on Christmas Eve. That's my thing. Even though you're supposed to do the 7 fishes for Sicilian and Christmas, but it's just too much for the two of us.
That's a lot.
So
Yeah.
I like to do spaghetti and meatballs, and then I do a few side dishes with the fish.
Mm-hmm. I usually end up doing some tamales, New Year's or Christmas Eve.
Oh,
we
yeah,
just do
that's very
tamales.
traditional.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do tamales. Simple.
And then we just, break out all the bubbly and the different wines, and we just, really try to do nothing,
That's what
truthfully.
we try to do. It'd be different this year with little kids there, but yeah, we try to keep it kind of mellow and not go crazy with lots of gifting things. More just hanging out and being together, and you know.
And then driving around town, just I think it was a couple of years ago, near Camp Meeker, there's an Occidental, there's a whole tunnel of lights you can drive through. But you have to have a reservation. I think they're going to do it this year again. We're going to check it out.
One of my favorite Christmases was probably 10 years ago, and actually my husband was out of town. He went to see our all the kids live all over the country, so he went to spend Christmas with one of the kids. I was home with our youngest at the time, who was probably 20, and we drove to San Francisco for the day because they had reindeer at the San Francisco Zoo. And they only had them for a week. And so we went on Christmas Day. It was so fun. It was so fun until it wasn't, because there ended up being some sort of accident on the Golden Gate Bridge. So when we left the zoo, we ended up on 19th Avenue for hours and hours.
That's a Christmas to remember.
Oh my gosh, it was definitely a Christmas to remember. But, we got home, made the best of it. It was funny. It was so fun, and then it wasn't.
Well, the best Christmas memories are usually when something goes wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess that's kind of all I really wanted to talk about, was just reminding people about the auction and reminding people about Winter Wineland. And then after Winter Wineland, of course, really what the Wine Road does for our wineries is we try to just organize events that'll bring some people, out visiting and out tasting wine. And we try to have things at different price points. So Winter Wineland is a weekend ticket. But then in February, we have our Wine Love Wine Trail, which actually this year falls on Valentine's Day. It's Saturday, February 14th. So it's a one-day event, and it's $50, and we usually have about 40 wineries. So that's a one-day event, and it's certainly affordable. And then in March, we'll be ramping up for barrel tasting. And barrel tasting is an amazing opportunity to get into the cellar and taste wine that is still in the barrel. It hasn't been bottled. Might be another, 6 months or 12 months before it's bottled. Usually those same wineries will pour the current vintage of what is, from the same vineyard that's in the barrel. So you can kind of taste the barrel aging plus the current vintage. Some wineries might pour some library wines that weekend also. So you can keep in mind barrel tasting the first weekend of March. So that's what we got going. Winter Wineland, Wine Love Wine Trail, and then barrel tasting.
Now's the time to plan all that, too.
Yeah.
Get your flights, get your rooms.
That's the thing.
You need some
Plan
time
ahead.
to get ahead.
So before we wrap up, I think I should also mention, I try to give a little shout out to one of our lodging members with each show. That is provided that I remember. So I thought this time I would mention the Geyserville Inn, which is coincidentally right in Geyserville.
We just went to Geyserville for the tractor parade.
Oh yeah,
every year the
that
live
is
tractor
a
parade.
big deal.
It's become a huge deal.
It's a huge deal. So lots of times I end up not going because I forget to the last
there's
minute.
Nowhere to
there's
park.
no parking.
We had a walk for hours.
Yeah.
No, but it was really fun.
Yeah, it is cool. So the Geyserville Inn is at the really northern end of town, and I love that property because it really is surrounded by vineyards, and there's really no other lodging property that compares to that is surrounded by vineyards. And just a few years ago, they did a huge, multi-million-dollar renovation of all the rooms, so they're, really beautifully redone. And they have a nice restaurant right on property. So you can, anyway, it's just a great restaurant, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's a full-on restaurant. They have not so much in December, but if you were to book for something later in the year, they have a beautiful swimming pool on site. They have a huge lawn area in the back, so they actually do a lot of weddings there because the setting is so beautiful, surrounded by vineyards. In the back, there's also a little conference meeting area. So if you are the person in charge at your office and you're supposed to get a meeting space together, this is a beautiful opportunity to go because you are in wine country and you are really going to know that. And your meeting space is, it's a big enough space to hold the meeting and then wander out for the lawn and have your lunch catered outside or whatever. So anyway, I would really highly recommend checking out the Geyserville Inn. And it's almost walking distance to the restaurants, but, maybe not. Maybe Uber back and forth.
Well, that's walking distance.
Yeah, it's probably, half a mile or, whatever.
That's definitely walking distance. Yeah.
Okay, so that was kind of my scoop. Do you have, do you want to tell us, have you been to any wineries lately, Marcy?
Do you mean where am I?
Where are you?
Where am I?
Where am I? If only we knew.
My favorite segment, not. Okay, so where am I? Where am I in a winery? So you're driving down a beautiful valley, and this winery is almost at the very, very apex of one of our wonderful valleys. And I'll just say it, Dry Creek.
Mm-hmm.
And almost to the end, almost to the reservoir, there's a long, long driveway with a big, beautiful gate. And you go up the driveway, and it's a spectacular view. And one of the very special things that will help you guess where I am is this wonderful display of old tractors. Cool, cool, cool. They're almost like an auto show of tractors. And from the deck, It's sweeping views of the valley and of the reservoir. Their wines, they specialize in some Rhone varieties, beautiful Rhone varieties, as well as olive oils. They have their own olive press on premise. Where am I? If you can guess where I am, Bethy Beth is going to send you a wonderful package of all sorts of things that she's cleaning out of her garage.
We have a really cool Wine Road picnic blanket that kind of folds up, and it's a perfect thing to keep in your trunk of your car.
Stuff. It's not things she didn't want.
No, it's nothing from my garage. You wouldn't want that.
I've been in your garage. It's
Cat
very
food,
tidy.
dog food, some tools.
So where am I? Send it to Beth@wineroad.com and you'll win a big prize. Or at least you'll win a picnic blanket, which is pretty cool.
Don't promise what I can't deliver.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, I know that you occasionally, go wild in the kitchen. Right?
Yeah, oh boy, do we ever. Have you been peeking in our windows? Gosh, Beth. Stop stalking me.
Okay, so I meant, go wild like with some Christmas cookies.
Yes, we do that too.
I thought that's what I was thinking about.
Yes, so I have a fast 5 cookie. Would you like to hear it?
I would love it.
All right, so 5 ingredients: flour, butter, salted butter. Make sure it's salted because that's the way I like it.
That's so funny because Jennifer always uses unsalted.
Okay, I'm not Jennifer.
Okay. Salted butter.
Salted butter, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, and nuts. And the nuts must be, in my opinion, you can be pecans or whatever you want, but I use pistachios.
Yeah.
Because that to me is more Italian, and it also gives a little bit of green because I'm making snowball cookies. And they're a little snowball with a little bit of green pine.
I just love anything with pistachios. Delicious.
So you take all those ingredients, you mix them together, however you want to do it with your.
I think we'll put those in the show notes because people probably do want some instructions.
And then, you add the nuts, you roll them in the little balls, and then you roll them in the powdered sugar, you bake, you eat, you get wild in the kitchen.
Yeah, wild in the kitchen. I love that. We'll put all the actual instructions in there, but I love the idea of pistachios. But
delicious. I like these because they're cute. And you think, they're so small, just have one, and then you end up eating 10.
You eat 6, yeah.
But
exactly.
they're so shortbread. It's basically a shortbread cookie, and it's really nice. And so Jen only uses unsalted butter.
She always uses
because she's educated pastry chef. I'm just a home cook.
Yeah, I always end up buying salted butter and don't think about it. But
yeah, I prefer it. And then you roll them in the powdered sugar at the end, little pistachios. Toast the nuts. This is
really?
the key. Toast the pistachios. Okay. Makes them more delicious.
Right. Okay, so that's awesome. That's our treat for you, a Fast 5 that we just dropped in today. And it's from Marcy, so
good buyer beware.
Good luck with that. I will try to nail her down for some actual instructions, and we'll put those in the show notes. Okay, thanks for listening, and happy holidays to everyone.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Whoa, ladies. That is not the original Fast 5 take we did for this episode. Trying to sneak that by in editing, are we, Marcy? Here's the original.
But tell us, is there like a cookie or something you want to tell us about today? Could you give us a Fast 5?
A Fast 5 cookie for Christmas? Yes. I have a Fast 5 cookie. So we like to make, it's like a little shortbread cookie, and it's snowball.
Nice.
So you make, instead of a shortbread, it's
a roll.
Short ball, and it looks like a little snowball. So it's a, melt in your mouth shortbread cookie in powdered sugar. So here's only 5 simple ingredients. So you've got your, what do we use? We use butter, flour, sugar, vanilla, and what makes it special, nuts, crushed nuts, pecans or pistachios. I like to use pistachios.
I would use pistachios. Anything with pistachios.
Because it's so good and it gives
it
it that little Christmassy look with the green sticking out of the snowball.
Yeah.
So what you do is you get a mixer.
You get your Easy Bake Oven. Oh, this ought to be delicious.
You get the mixer.
I don't think you need to get the mixer.
You mix all these things. until it's doughy.
Okay, this cannot be the final cut.
And you pulse it.
To make some small balls. This will all be good outtakes for some time.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, is right. Okay, so.
Obviously, I've never made cookies. Oh, I got mascara on my eyes all over.
No.